course, you all know my first guest is one of the stars of the hit Fox series That 70s Show. He's now starring in the new movie Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. Let's take a look.
Okay, so the trick is to take a full swing so as to split the log in one swift stroke. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Hey, so, you work out?
Nah.
Yeah, me neither. I know. It's like, me neither. Okay, just basically one swift stroke. Okay, and sometimes, you know, basically you get a bad piece of wood, basically. And, you know, sometimes you don't.
Please welcome Topher. I gotta say, first of all, it's nice to have you here. Always a pleasure having you here, but I sympathize because if I was in movies, there's a good reason I'm not, but if I was ever in a movie, I know that I'd get the role where I have to take my shirt off and not look so good. So, you know, one comparison to that guy who's clearly, you know, pumping iron, you know,
I thought I was really pumped up for that. You didn't...
Yes, that's what I meant. Not look so good because there was too much muscle mass.
Right, yes.
It made us uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it was, unfortunately, that was actually my idea.
Well, it brings up a question, because I've heard, I don't know if it's true, that there's a kind of makeup you can get where they do shading and they pretty much make it look like you have muscles when you don't. And I've looked into this thoroughly, trust me. Where with shading, they can pretty much draw muscles on you. Is that true?
The trick about shading is that if you have a flat surface, you have to have something protruding from that surface to actually create shade.
Right, right. So there was nothing.
No, we were looking, but no, nothing.
What about prosthetics? Just basically,
yes, we looked into.
You can get strap-on man boobies, I've heard, that just clip right on.
Looked at, yeah, no.
Looked into that, true.
We're getting some surgery. No, you know, it was actually, it turned out to be like a great joke, because it's kind of what the whole film is about. You know, you really feel for this guy, even though he's not as sexy as the other guy. Now
let's talk about another film, Mona Lisa's Smile. Get to be in that movie and get to work with a lot of great people. Julia Roberts in that movie. Had you worked with her before?
No, I only knew her very well as a friend. I'm just kidding. I never met her before.
You were too close to work with her,
We figured this is the project for us.
Yeah.
She'll take the lead. I'll take a much smaller role.
Yeah. It's just the way you decided to go this time.
Yeah, and then next time I'll do the lead. She'll play you know, one of the... No, she was amazing. Meeting her was a... You know, you get nervous. I mean, she's probably the biggest movie star of my time, you know, and she, like... I showed up at the set. I was already really nervous. I don't know how many of you saw Mona Lisa Smile, but it takes place at this all-girls school. So in addition to meeting Julia Stiles and Kirsten Dunst, who I kind of knew a little bit from Los Angeles. There were like, you know, 100 female extras on the set, and, you know, I remember I turned to one of the PAs, and, you know, who's kind of the only other guy, and I went like, hey, cha-ching. But when I was pretty...
Turned out he was gay.
Yeah. Which was awesome.
What are you talking about? Cha-ching.
So it was like a wonderful set to be on, but I was a little nervous my first day there, and then... Did
you play it cool when you finally met Julia Roberts?
Well, yeah, I think I was talking to Kirsten, and she said, "Oh, hey, Jules," and I turned around and I go, "Oh my God." I've never done that meeting anyone before, you know, I don't know why.
When you met me, you were a little like that, remember?
That's true, I remember it, yeah.
Actually, you were like, "Oh my God!" And you took out a picture of me from your wallet, remember?
Well,
remember?
That's right, that's right.
And you were dressed like a schoolgirl. I remember this very well.
That was a weird, I apologize for
that's
that.
okay.
Yeah,
that's
that was
okay.
not the
Me
right
and
way
Julia Roberts are big heroes. Now, talk about being cool with the ladies. You are not a big out-on-the-town guy. It's not your style. You don't like to get in your, Humvee and go out and hit the clubs. I've heard that you like board games. A quiet evening and some board games. Is that true?
Well, no,
It's either yes or no, my friend.
Yes.
It's not like, well, I drive around in my Hummer with a board game next to me.
Well, here's the story: is that yes, I'm not as much of a party animal as some of the other guys who are on '70s show. I'm kind of much more private. But I a friend of mine, this guy Dave, and I got set up on this double date with these two girls who turned out to be much better looking than we were. And so we didn't. So we went out and we pulled it off. We had like a really good time, and kind of in an effort, Dave is a little more clicked on than I am. He said, hey, next time you should come back to Topher's place and we'll just play some board games. That's what he's into. And I didn't have one board game at home, but it was kind of our ploy to get these girls over to my house.
Yeah. It's nice that you're being this honest about it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So,
it was our ploy.
So subsequently, I have gotten into board games. So anyone who I'm going out with in the future, I want you to know I do actually now play. That's not just a line.
It's true.
So
sorry to lean into your camera, but I was trying to. Yeah.
So we went to it's like me and Dave at Toys R Us. Like where do we go? We're having this like kind of game night with these two girls. So
it's not Dungeons and Dragons, let me tell you.
Oh, because
then
we went the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, because I was thinking like Pictionary. That could be fun. And then Dave was like, no, dude, Twister.
Twister.
Let's go Twister.
Twister is, it gets the physical contact going
I was like,
much
no,
better.
It's like we're trying too hard. So then we settled on Jenga. And then when the...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, here's what happened when they...
Jenga.
Is that the answer?
No, just the idea that... What's kind of sexy? Jenga. I don't know.
In the middle,
No, it's not in the middle. Twister's here and Jenga's close to Twister. No.
So anyway, here's what Dave came up with, which I thought was brilliant, was we'd play Dirty Jenga, which I'd never heard of. Dirty Jenga is you write something relatively sexual on each block, and then you build the Jenga.
I call it perv Jenga.
Yeah. It's probably more accurate, description.
Yeah.
So and then when the girls came over, they were kind of a little wary. So I said, I'm trying. It's kind of like me and Dave are like good cop, bad cop.
Right.
Kind of like the good cop. I was like, why don't we just write like fun dares, like go over to the neighbor's house and ask for a cup of coffee. It was like 2 in the morning, or call your parents, or run around the house barking like a dog, or whatever. So Dave wrote I wish you all knew Dave at this point, but he wrote a bunch of things that he wanted the girls to pick, and then he picked all of them. Like
take off your bra.
No, it's like Dave out in my backyard, like in a white T-shirt, pouring champagne all over himself, or Dave having 7 minutes alone in the closet with Dave.
Yeah. This is very. So let me guess, you never saw these women again?
That is 100% correct, yes.
Well, I hope things work out better.
If you're out there and you're watching, it was all Dave, okay?
Yeah, it's Dave's fault. He'll call you back, just not Dave. Win a Date with Tad Hamilton is in theaters now, and that 70s show airs Wednesday nights at 8 on Fox. Always great having you here. Thank you very much for doing it. Topher, Grace. We'll take a break. Zach Osborne coming up. We'll be in the back. Yeah, exactly. Ah! I overdid it.